What's up, everybody? Are we live? This is the first time I'm doing one of these, so let's check to see how the audio is. Check 1, 2. Currently inside the van now here in Utah. We'll see if anybody pops up. First time doing this, so let's see how it goes. Little disclaimer, this isn't a little kid video. We're probably going to be cursing, doing adult things, having a beer, and if you got one, light them up. If you got it, smoke it, light it up. Here we go. Cheers, everybody. First off, let me ask, where is everybody from? Where is everybody from? Slow Burn. What is up, Slow Burn? How you doing out there? So I'm currently in Monticello, Utah for a seasonal job. I am basically, they call it the site manager of the domes here in Canyonland. That's why I haven't really been uploading a bunch of videos. I've been working full time here as the camp host, site manager, camp host, maintenance, checking in guests, things like that. Any deliveries, pretty much I'm the guy who handles everything. Los Angeles, Slow Burn, what's up? LA, how we doing? Is the mic okay, guys? How's it sounding out there? First time doing one of these. Is it the Corbett Chronicles or Corbert? Is it French? I don't know. Either way, Georgia in the house. What's going on, everybody? Growing up content, great. So right now, in Monticello, Utah, I was able to get some Keto's Brewing, whatever this is. Amber Ale is my favorite type of beer. So, what's everybody drinking tonight? What's everybody smoking tonight? If you're into that, this is going to be an adult show. No sponsorship. Not that I ever got a sponsorship, but adult show. Oh, what's up, Ever in Transit 42? Let's go. Fredericksburg, Virginia. All right. So is everybody living the van life on the go, or you guys got the sticks and bricks? Let me know in the comments. How's everybody's evening going? Good to see you guys. I haven't seen you guys in a while. I haven't uploaded in maybe 2 or 3 weeks, I think. I haven't checked. But this is my real job. I have a seasonal job. In case people were wondering, it's probably the number 1 or number 2 question that people always ask me. What do I do for income? Believe it or not, YouTube is not for income for me. It's just for fun. Let me plug in my laptop here. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so YouTube is just for fun. I do seasonal work. I am normally from Southern California. I, believe it or not, drove out here to Utah in like 3 days. That's about a 15, 16-hour drive. Broke it up in the box truck here, had to boondock along the highway at certain spots. I was just too tired, and I was like, this is not safe to be out here. And there was literally nothing on the road. Utah is gorgeous. Nevada is gorgeous. Arizona is gorgeous. But some of the driving is just so flat, nothing to see. And it's kind of boring, to be honest. So I figure I ought to pull up and just kind of camp for the night. And I found that on iOverlander app. So if any of you guys need good boondocking places, check out iOverlander. This is the app. They got it for iOS or Android. That's the only one I really use. So if you guys are out there boondocking, check out that app. Ever in Transit. Ice cold Yujing in the oldest brewery in the US. It's available on the West Coast next year. Oh, really? You work you work for a brewery. Where is Yujing? Excuse me. Eugene, ever in transit. Where is Eugene? Mark the Paint Guy, what's up? Vancouver Island in the house. Right on. So let's see where's everybody's from. So far, we got Georgia, LA, Virginia, Vancouver Island, and Eugene. I'm sure I am butchering that. I have no idea. But let me know. Is everybody on the go, living the van life, or are you in an apartment, part time, full time? What's the deal, guys? Full time, baby. Let's go. Just like me, everything I own is in this box truck. What's crazy? What's crazy is this job opportunity just came up out of the blue, and I had to leave California like immediately because they needed someone on site immediately. Let me turn up the mic here. Is the mic sounding okay, guys out there? How's the mic sounding? But yeah, anyways, I had to leave California ASAP, Rocky. And turns out I have a storage unit at my uncle's shed. And it turns out that he is renovating the place and asked me to get all my shit out of there. So the time he told me that, I was already in Utah. So luckily, I have some friends and family over there, and they helped me out get a little storage unit, a little 5x5, $100 a month, 5x5 storage unit. Eventually, I want to get rid of everything and only have what I need and everything I own in the van, and that's it. I have a lot of seasonal items, as you can see: snowboard, surfboard, rock climbing stuff, backpacking stuff. So I'm gonna have to get creative in here. Maybe use the overhead space up here. Nova Scotia. All right. Yeah, seriously, Mark the Paint Guy. This was a huge upgrade. Box truck life, cutaway van, cube life. What else do they call it? Box truck. By the way, the unofficial name of my truck is Vanna White, aka Roxanne, the box van, Roxy. Just simply the ability to stand up is a huge, huge plus. I mean, I'm 6'1, 200 pounds inside a minivan with all of my things. I think I was pushing the limits in that because, I mean, I had all of my stuff in there and it was lifted, bigger tires, and I don't know. It's much better having a V8 with this much space. And this is actually my first American car I've owned, a first Ford product. So cheers. What's everybody drinking out there? Anybody's awesome. Ever in Transit 42 in Pennsylvania. That's a strange name that it's I wonder what it means. Sounds Chinese to me, but good luck. So you're selling your house. What's the progress on that? And do you have a van, or what kind of van are you going to get ever in transit? Talk to me. Slow burn, talk to me. Where are you in LA? Okay, the mic sounds good. The mic sounds good. Maybe turn it down a little bit too loud. There's a slight delay on the comments as well too, so don't be alarmed if I go silent reading your comments over here. Oh, Virginia. Okay. Virginia. Wow, that's cool. I might be on beer number 2 in under 10 minutes. I actually just got off of work, and so I'm working. I wish I could show you pictures. I'm sure I'm going to have a video coming out soon, but I've been working so much that it's tough to film everything while I'm on the job. I don't know if they're cool with that, although they know that I am a content creator, so I'm sure they're fine with it. Ooh, excuse me. Got the beer burps already. All right, beer number 2. Okay, this time we're going to go with a pale ale. And I'm not the biggest drinker or anything. I just thought it'd be fun to kind of let loose with you guys. Been a while, haven't touch base with you, with my YouTube family. Oh, so is everybody living that van life on the go? What's going on? What kind of van are you going to be getting? Mark the Paint Guy, you got a van as well, or are you just thinking about the lifestyle? And what time is it where you guys are at right now? Here in Utah, it is 7:21 p.m. and there's still light out, as you can see out that window. What's cool is since I'm the camp host here, I have my own little plot of land that they kind of gave me to set up. Has a nice view right out here. I have my own little space, and honestly, it's kind of magical to have my own little piece of heaven out here. It is kind of strange though, because Monticello is what this town is called. Population 5,000, very very small place. And I didn't even notice this, but one of my Asian friends mentioned this to me and was like, "Hey, are you the only Asian guy or only the Asian person in that whole town?" And I've been here now for almost 2 weeks, and I can come back saying, yes, I am the only Asian person in town. Not that it matters. I don't care. Everybody here is super nice here in Utah. Um, there is a lot of off-grid people that live out here, and everybody's just so nice. Culture's a little different, as you know. This area is LDS, Latter Day Saints or something. So everything is closed on Sunday. You can't get beers on Sunday, and they have these weird rules on like, um, you can't buy alcohol after 1 p.m. or something like between midnight to 6 a.m. You can't buy alcohol no matter what day it is. Um, that's kind of interesting. There is a lot of I'm not bashing at all, but there is a lot of sort of Amish looking polygamy. Um, what's the right word? Amish polygamy sort of vibe. I don't want to say, I don't want to go as far as saying cultish, but maybe a little cultish out here, where they have the homemade outfits from head to toe. And one of the girls that one of the family members that live on the property here, they're all super nice and they're very welcoming. One of them was wearing a cloak. One of these little girls, head to toe cloak. It looked like it was velvet or silk or something, with a little pendant holding it together, head to toe. And now I really want a cloak of my own. So shouts out to Utah. Everybody here is super nice. And a little life update. So I was planning on this trip from California. I was working online, and I still do. But I made the trip over here to Utah for the seasonal hosting job, camp hosting, site manager, whatever you want to call it. Since it's along the way to my next gig, which is, I have an interview there at the end of June. And what it is going to be a hunting guide. Hunting guide. Dave, do you know anything about hunting? I do not. I don't know anything about hunting, but I love the outdoors and being grimy and dirty and being outdoors where you have to be somewhat fit to even get around. Chopping wood, all that stuff, I'm totally into and I'm totally fine with. So this was the plan. Camp host here. It was originally only for a 2-week gig and for 20 hours a week. But as soon as I jumped on and I saw how much work they needed, and I spent probably 20 hours um, on the first day with the founder of the place, and I'm helping him run the joint and learning how to drive a tractor, learning how to drive a Kubota, learning how to do a lot of things with electrical, plumbing, septic. Since I am in the desert, there is no water up here or any sort of plumbing, right? So we drive this giant Hemi. If you guys are on my Instagram, I'm a little more active on there since I can't produce a whole video because sometimes it takes quite a long time to produce a whole video. So on Instagram, I just do little stories over there. I've been working the land here, leveling roads, building things, painting signs, making signs, um, checking out, like I mentioned, the electrical, the septic, the propane, what else? The plumbing of the place. So there again, let me go back. There is no water here, so I have to drive this big Dodge Hemi down into town and fill up. It's gravity fed. It pumps out 100 gallons at a time, and I fill up 600 gallons, drive it back up here, and fill up all of the tanks along these domes here. So if you're just tuning in, I am in Utah, and I'm working at the domes in Canyonlands. They have plans of upscaling to many different locations, which is pretty exciting. It seems like they want me aboard. Like I was saying before, it was supposed to be only for 2 weeks, 20 hours a week. But this first week, I must have worked 50 or 60 hours already. It was like 10-hour days. I like to stay busy and get things done. So Josh, the founder, said, "Hey, if you want to stick around, by all means, and work as little as you want or as much as you want." And it's cool because I'm completely self-contained, right? I have solar, all my power needs. I have a cassette toilet. I don't really need any hookups at all, but they did give me my own little piece of land. So I'm not driving as much. I'm not spending too much money on gas. So I'm using this time just to save as much money as possible to kind of counteract the purchase of this van. And I did make a bunch of new additions as well that I haven't mentioned. One of them is these windows. These are Arctic Turn windows. They cost a pretty penny, but you get what you pay for. They are pretty amazing. I got new tires, all-terrain tires, which I definitely need because just today two of my coworkers had a flat tire, and so we spent part of the day jacking up their car and throwing on a donut. And I always carry a tire plug kit with my little air compressor, so I fixed that for them. So it's kind of cool to have all the things that you need for yourself, not only for yourself but for your friends that are traveling with you or that you just happen to meet, and you can help them out. So that was really cool. This road that comes up in here is all a dirt road. I'm leveling another road because they have 40 acres here, and then they're gonna try and buy up a bunch of other plots of land here and build out these crazy looking magical mystical domes. And it sounds cliche, but honestly, I've stayed into the domes a bunch of times. They let me stay there as well when I get sick of the van. And something about staying there, seeing the stars at night, seeing the sunrise and the sunset. Um, I can't use another word besides magical. So it's pretty amazing. All right, let's check out the comments here. Okay, ever in transit about a 2024 Transit 148 long wheelbase extended cargo box. Wow. 6 feet 9-inch roof. I'm doing the build. Putty and paint make me the carpenter that I ain't. All right, awesome. Ever in Transit 42. That sounds amazing. If you're, I don't know if you're on Instagram or anything, but DM me. It's Dave underscore OTG. I'd love to check out your Ford Transit extended wheelbase cargo box. What a dream. So you're kind of like in a cargo box like I am, but I would love to have a newer transmission and engine like the Transits instead of the Econoline. Not that it's better or worse, just because it's slightly more efficient, I think. I have a friend who, you guys remember Danny? I did a video of his Ford Transit medium roof. I did a tour on that. He's actually one of my really good friends. But um, yeah, having that Transit with a box in the back is the dream because the box not only is it wider, so you have more living space, but it's has a lot of right angles, so it's easier to build out. So ever in Transit 42, hit me up on Instagram, Dave_OTG, so we can chat. I'd love to see your rig. That's awesome, man. Trust me when I say this, I didn't know anything about electrical, solar panels, lithium batteries, what the hell an amp hour is. I had no clue about any of this shit. So once I started building out the Toyota Sienna, for my long-term subscribers, if you remember my Toyota Sienna, which I started with living in for the first year, it's kind of crazy because the first year, I remember telling my buddy Jim, wouldn't it be crazy if I got a high roof next year? And that's as soon as I finished the Toyota Sienna, I just put that out in the ether and we started talking about it. And boom, 1 year later, I got a high roof. So it's crazy if you put your goals out there and somehow work towards it, then it happens for everybody, you know? So I'm glad just to see everybody in the chat. That's awesome. Cheers to anybody. What's everybody doing right now? Let me know. What's everybody doing? Are you guys hanging out, Netflixing and chilling, drinking a beer? What are you guys doing? Checking out the stars? Must be pretty late where you're at. Anybody have any questions? I have questions for you, Ever in Transit, because that's pretty awesome. But any questions about how to make money on the road, remote work, things like that? Let me know in the comments. It's kind of interesting. Like I mentioned before, that's probably the number one question that I get. Like, how do people sustain this lifestyle? And let me just burst some bubbles right off the top. This lifestyle could be expensive. You don't think so, but it's true. Pardon me. I got the beer burps. This lifestyle can be expensive because driving from Southern California to here was probably I don't know, $500-$600 just to drive here in gas alone, not to mention the time it took to get over here. So, and if you don't have a dedicated cooking setup, you're gonna go out to eat the majority of the time. Trust me. So if you're building something out right now, let me just say that like having a dedicated a dedicated cook area is clutch. Even in my minivan, I had a little portable propane thing, and I like to cook outside, but it's such a pain in the butt to take everything out, undo everything, connect your propane, grab all your pots and pans, your food, and this and that. You only have two hands, right? And um, it looks like my connection is unstable because I'm actually off the premises for a little bit. Hopefully, it connects again. Yeah, it looks like I'm connected. But yeah, like I was saying, having a dedicated cooktop is A1. So, Mark the Paint Guy, what kind of van are you in? You are full time. Talk to me, man. What's going on? How is the van life treating you? You are full time. So let's see. What's everybody doing? Talk to me in the comments, guys. Yeah, and thanks everybody for jumping on, joining this. Just honestly, when I'm here, I'm by myself most of the time. There is no micromanagement. There is a list of tasks that need to get done within the land here in the compound or whatever you want to call it. And I just go through and try to get as much done as possible, but there really is no supervision. Um, and if I had a question or anything like that, everybody is just a text or phone call away. So it's kind of nice to be able to dictate my own schedule. If one day I'm not feeling good, I don't need to work. I can just hang out in the van. Because those first 4 or 5 days. Like I mentioned, they were like 10-hour days trying to level out this little plot of land with one of the domes that are on here. So yeah, it was pretty tough, which is why I'm not really uploading too many videos. But that's why I wanted to do this to see what everybody's up to. Let's see if more people jump on. How is everybody else making an income online? Or do you work a regular 9 to 5 and you just happen to be living in a van, traveling in a van? Let me know in the comments what you guys do for money. How do you sustain this lifestyle? And I know um, people are always saying, oh, just save money, penny pinch, don't get that coffee, cook as much as possible. And all that shit is great. Trust me, all that shit is great. But I would say what's even more important is to yes, penny pinch, but to earn more money. So sometimes you don't have to penny pinch. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people in this van life, which is great. Honestly, the van life community is fucking awesome. I've met some of my best friends in this lifestyle. You cut the crap immediately when you interact with someone who also travels in their van, lives in their van, works from their van, etc., etc. You cut the bullshit right away, right? You get into like, oh, cool, let me check out your rig, and you guys become instant friends kind of immediately. So that's what I love about this. You cut the BS right away. So that's pretty awesome. All right. Ryan, I think it's Ryan. Ryan McMahon. Ryan McMahon. How'd you find your job? Okay, so I have, excuse me, it's the beer talking. We are on the pale ale. This is beer number 2. So I have my resume up on Indeed and LinkedIn. And so I have it up there, and employers contact me, or I have an alert set for remote work. Those are the keywords I use: remote work. And I get emails whenever I get emails with new job listings. And so I'm always scanning that just in case if it's a seasonal gig or a remote job that I'm interested in, then I will apply. Excuse me. So just before this, I had a gig already lined up to work Coachella in Indio, California, Coachella and Stagecoach. And I looked at the requirements, blah blah blah. It was kind of shit pay, but I kind of wanted to do it just for the experience. I've never been to Coachella or Stagecoach or some of the bigger dance parties and concerts and stuff. I've never been to one of those, so I was like, might as well go, people watch, see the lunacy, and get paid. And what's cool too is there's a whole campsite. There's a whole campsite for van lifers, RV lifers, SUV lifers. There's a separate campsite for workers there, and you're right on site where Coachella is and Stagecoach. I applied through a company called Allied Universal. They mainly do security, but they also do event staffing and things like that. So yeah, that's one way to get a job. Another thing, Ryan McMahon, is jump on Facebook and look for work campers with wages, work campers with wages, or base camp workers with wages. There's a lot of Facebook groups that cater towards this lifestyle. Most of them are RVers with like 30, 40-foot RVs, and they're always looking for full hookups, campsite, camp host type of jobs. What I noticed is these type of jobs don't really pay well. They're normally minimum wage depending on what state it's in. So since you guys are on the go, mobile, in a van, etc., etc., might as well go to an affluent city where the minimum wage is higher, 15, 16, $17 an hour. Go there and work there and enjoy that lifestyle. Or I'm sorry, enjoy the higher pay, the higher minimum wage, I suppose. So that's another tip if you want to. That's another tip if this lifestyle can actually get you paid more because you're mobile. Just move to a more affluent, rich city, Orange County, LA, San Francisco, New York. If you're in the area, Pacific Northwest, or wherever it is, go there and where the minimum wage is higher, or if you have a particular skill. And let me tell you one thing right now. You may be asking, or you may be telling yourself, I don't have a particular skill, Dave. I do not have a particular skill. Trust me, you do. Trust me, you do. Everybody has something, regardless of what you're into. It could be crafting, sewing, maintenance work. You're handy. You can pet sit. You can house sit. You can dog sit. Whatever it is, you have a skill that you can offer other people for money. For instance, going back to the number one asked question, which I kind of haven't really answered. I plan on doing a video on that in an extended form so I can give you as much information as possible. But I offer my services through Craigslist, Facebook, OfferUp, all of these different apps or website. Fiverr, what else? Wag. That's for pet sitting or pet walking. What else is another good? TaskRabbit. Jump on TaskRabbit. There's a lot of different tasks. If you think you can handle it, you just apply for it, or you have a profile up, and then people can contact you. You can list your skills and do it that way. There's right now, since the whole pandemic thing happened, right now remote work is booming. So if you can't find a remote job, you might not be trying hard enough. I'm sorry to say, but you might not be trying hard enough. People have finally woken up and are revolting against shitty pay, shitty hours, slave-like conditions, and a lot of people aren't even deciding to take the job because they realize I'm worth more than micromanagement, minimum wage, and bureaucracy. That's the right word, right? Yeah, bureaucracy, middle management, things like that. And a little bit about myself. I know on the channel I haven't really talked about personally myself, and that's probably to my detriment. But I was in the medical field before all this, before the pandemic hit. And when it did hit, my clinic shut down. Do you guys remember? Let me ask y'all a question. Do you guys remember when the pandemic was supposed to only last 2 weeks? My clinic was like, all right, we're going to close for 2 weeks and then we'll let you know. And then that 2 weeks goes by and it extends another 2 weeks, another month, another 2 months. And that was the exact time I decided I need a change because I actually wasn't happy. I was working my ass off, working like 50 hours um, at a clinic, and I just wasn't too happy. I got a little disillusioned with the whole medical and the healthcare system and how broken it is. And I'm not trying to talk about conspiracy theories and all that, but if you're living in the US, you know our structural systems here are all broken. Let's not fuss and not bullshit ourselves. Going from the school system, the medical healthcare system, uh, down online, if the dollar is backed by oil, literally our US dollar is backed by oil. What's going on with Ukraine right now? You know how we are um, very reliant on Russian oil, and people don't want to believe it, but part of inflation, part of the pandemic, part of the shortage with the supply and the import export, the supply chain is all screwed up for all of this. So believe what you want out there, but there you go. Let's check out the comments here. Margie Robato, 24/7 in home caregiver, retired CNA, working on my Ford Transit Connect for when the inevitable happens. Living the dream in Central California. All right, Margie, that sounds awesome. 24/7 home caregiver, retired CNA. So what are you going to do when you are you going to go ahead and move into your Ford Transit and still continue to be a 24/7 home caregiver? Or are you going to say fuck it and move on with your life and do whatever the hell you want and go traveling? Let me know, Margie. I have a degree in journalism photography as well. That's cool. It's the perfect time to go ahead and pursue that, you know? Why not? Journalism photography. That sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. I follow this guy on Instagram. His handle is still brazy, like still crazy, but instead of the C with a B. And he lives in LA. He's a photographer, and he just has a police scanner. So he listens to what's going on, drives to the location where the action's happening, and just snaps photos and video and posts it on Instagram. And some of he's on site like immediately. Sometimes he shows up before the police does, and it's crazy about the footage he gets. So, Margie, that's awesome. You should, I don't know, check it out maybe. But you're a retired CNA, so you might be up there, 60 year old, 65. Um, Margie, I was walking around with a mask and wondering why nobody was wearing them. Collect my retirement. It is great. I love observing. Yeah. Well, Margie, I agree, but I think everybody has COVID fatigue right now, pandemic fatigue, and they just stop caring. They're just like, let me just live my life. We can't shut down the economy. We can't shut down everything. It's kind of like the environment ecologically. When you adjust one thing or one animal goes extinct, it affects the whole chain of other animals and the environment and things like that, right? So this whole pandemic, I don't want to get too political because this is a health issue, not a political issue. But anyways, it kind of affects every single thing along the way, right? So yeah, kind of screwed up. Margie, what did you hear about? Tell me, what did you hear about? Margie, you are retired. So why are you? Oh, you're a retired CNA, but you're still working. That's awesome. Oh, get it, get it. Let me click on some profiles here, see who's commenting. Grown up content. Let's go. Smoke them if you got them, guys. Crack that beer open if you got them. It's the end of the day. Let's just relax, hang out. It's pretty funny. I was asking some of the locals here. Again, this place is like population 5,000, really religious state overall. I asked them, what is there to do at night? Because yeah, I live on the property. I'm on site, um, essentially on call all the time. But I don't have to like just stay put 24/7. What is there to do at night? And some of the locals were like, "Well, do you like stargazing? Because that's pretty much all we have here in Monticello." And yeah, I love stargazing, but every night, come on. So honestly, I'm kind of in transition right now. I don't know how long I'm gonna stay here at this job. Again, if you're just tuning in, it's just a 2 week job, 20 hours. It's turned into a lot more if I decide I want to. So if I get too bored or too busy, I might just go on a vacation and come back because honestly, the job is pretty good, really good pay. Um, I don't want to get into details and all that, but let's see. Let's check out the comments here. It's Miz. What's up? NorCal in the house. NorCal. What's up? What's it's Miz. What's next for you? Tiny Home Fest road trip. Tiny Home Fest. I haven't heard of that. Is that like when is that happening and where is that happening? That'd be cool. Check out some places, maybe some content for the channel. But honestly, I don't really go to these RTR, Schoolie Fest, whatever they're called. I don't really go to those unless I already know a bunch of people that are going, then I'll go. Maybe just because I'm an introvert like that, and meeting new people is, I mean, I don't know. I'd like to though. Tiny Home Fest. So it's Miz. Let me know in the comments when that is and where that is. Yeah, I got my finger busted from changing out a tire from one of the new cleaning girls that just started today. So Ryan McMahon, I hope that answers your question. How do you find your job? Um, it is always a question that always gets asked all the time. Always, always, always. But like I mentioned, this is kind of important because how can you sustain this lifestyle without an income? So again, Fiverr, TaskRabbit. I don't do Uber Eats or anything like that. It just doesn't make any sense. I get maybe 10 MPG in the city. Honestly, when I was driving here, I was kind of hauling ass. I had the cruise control set at 75 and I got 11 MPG. 11 on the highway. Oh my god, this 5.4 liter V8 on this E350 Ford E350 Super Duty is a workhorse, yes, but not fuel efficient at all. I'm sure I'm sure I would get better MPG if I locked it in at 65, but man, even at 75, I was getting run off the road. So let's see, let's check in here. Evan Nguyen, are you in Colorado right? Evan Nguyen, what is up, my boy? What is up? I actually just drove to Colorado today because in this little town in Monticello, there's nothing. There is one little tiny grocery store, two gas stations, True Value hardware place, a couple little antique places, and I decided to drive into Cortez, which let me just give you geographically, it's in the four corners. So you got Utah, Arizona, Nevada, and Colorado all together, right? And I legit drove 67 miles, over an hour, just to go to Walmart and buy some supplies for the van and to get a little taste of civilization. Decided to kind of spend the whole day out there to kind of hang out. And so, yeah, I was in Colorado, Cortez. On the way here, I was going along, what's that freeway? The 98 or 164, I think. But I was going up and like along the state line of Utah and Arizona, back and forth, back and forth. I kept seeing the sign, welcome to Utah, welcome to Arizona, welcome to Utah again, welcome to Arizona again. It was kind of funny. But Evan Nguyen, that's fucking awesome, man. Good to see you in here. Hope you're cracking a beer with me, man. Let me grab another beer and I'll share one with you. I actually I can't believe I only have two beers and I don't even drink. But I guess I'm gonna have to pop this Diet Shasta Cola. What you know about this Diet Shasta Cola? Because I can't afford regular Coca Cola. I gotta go with the bootleg, but Shasta tastes just the same. Margie, Margie, yeah, about getting police scanner. Let's see what Margie has to say here. Um, oh yeah, the police scanner. That'd be cool. Yeah, get one of those if you want to be out there in action. Get some photojournalism going. That'd be freaking awesome. I don't know nothing about that diet. Shasta, roaming Ruka. What is up, roaming Ruka? Talk to me. Are you in a van right now? Or are you in the sticks and bricks? Let me know. Are you full time? Are you part time? How is life going for you? I know, when I was growing up, we didn't have any sort of anything, period. And I'm not trying to say this is a sob story or anything, but I never had anything brand new. Everything was a hand me down, or you just didn't get it. And I learned to not even ask for anything. That's just how we grew up. But Diet Shasta is about half the cost, and it's probably the same shit as Diet Coke because it tastes just like it, and it's $3 for a 12 pack. I was actually thinking about getting a Soda Stream where you make your own carbonated drinks. You can do those little, Gatorade or different flavored squeeze juices in there. But with inflation, I don't know. Everything has gone up. That thing is like 50 to 80 or $100. I'm like, oh hell no, I'm not spending that on a soda maker, especially when I left my apartment. It was kind of in a rush because my lease was up and I had a roommate at the time and he left all of his shit there and I was scrambling. I left so much good stuff there, like 2 microwaves, an air fryer, a soda stream, all these appliances, couple of snowboards, a surfboard, all of this stuff. And you know what? I just gave it to the contractor who was cleaning up the place. I said, hey, if any of this stuff you like, feel free to keep because some of it is my roommate's. And he just said, F it, didn't even come pick up his stuff. So that's another thing that's great about this lifestyle. You have your own space, you do what you want, you don't have to deal with housemates, roommates, messy people, or anything. If you have a noisy neighbor, just drive away to a different location. This is kind of awesome of this lifestyle. You know what? Let me see if I have another beer down here. Give me a second, guys. Hey yo, look at what we got. It's a big mess when you're traveling in your vehicle and living in it and all this stuff. You'll notice it's a big mess. Is it too bright in here? Should I turn this down a little bit? How's this? Ooh, a little more romantic. Anyways, it's cold enough in here today. Oh my god! Yesterday I was working, putting up these signs for the property. It said it was 22 degrees. Feels like 9 degrees. And all I had was these little chintzy gloves. These little 99-cent gloves. Eh, my hands were frozen, but I still got the job done. You know, it needed to be done, so I got it done. So that ain't nothing for me. It felt like 9 degrees. So in here it's probably like 32. I just got done with work, so I'm still hot. So I'm just gonna drink this straight. Put the other one in the fridge. All right, let's check the chat here. Evan Nguyen just got home from work. I have a shot of whiskey. All right, man. What kind of whiskey are you doing, Evan? What kind of whiskey are you doing? For everybody in the comments and chat, Evan Nguyen is my high school friend. Um, and he helped me build out the Toyota Sienna. Honestly, I didn't know anything about batteries or anything, and Homeboy legit helped me with everything. And I got to know him so much better, Evan. I got to know you so much better, your family and all that. So, here's to you, man. Here, shout out to Evan Nguyen, dude. I wouldn't have uh nearly anything like the van or anything like that without your fucking generosity and your help and your kindness and your friendship. So bottoms up, man. Shots up. Thank you so much, man. All right, let's check out the comments. Roaming Ruka, part-time, still in condo, but rent is getting ridiculous. I want to do a build, quote unquote, in my Toyota Sienna, kind of like yours, and hit the road full time. Roaming Ruka, that is awesome, dude. That's exactly like me. I had a 2-bedroom condo, and I decided to stop paying the mortgage, and the HOA, my HOA was like ridiculous for the space. Yes, I had a pool, a hot tub, a community one, and the groundskeeping was amazing, but my HOA was like $350 a month just for that place. And it wasn't that nice, to be honest. So I ended up selling my stake of the condo, and I let it go. And I'm so much happier, to be honest, because my mortgage was $1,800, HOA $350. Can you fucking believe that? So it was 2150 or something. 2150 before any of my other bills. So if that, so Burning Ruka, I hope some of my old videos, I know they're not that great because I'm new at this, but I hope some of my old videos, since you're building out a Toyota Sienna, I hope that helps you out a little bit. Let me know if you have any specific questions in the comments, or hit me up on Instagram, Dave_OTG, if you want to have a one-on-one type of friendship here. Okay, Margie Robato. I grew up poor, but my life was wealthy. That is. Oh, you know what? My connection. Okay, there we go. That's awesome, Margie. That's great. You know what? Honestly, I would say the same because I'm having a great time, even though it's kind of uncertain. And for some people who need a lot of structure, um, it doesn't sit well with them. For me, structure is probably on my last list of priorities. My ex girlfriend was a very structured person, and when we go on vacation, she would have like an itinerary. I wouldn't say down to the minute of what we did, but pretty close. Oh, we're gonna go here, and then we'll take the bus. We'll go here. We'll get an Uber and go there, and then this and that. Dinner will be at 7:30, and then make reservations. Blah 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 blah. Our whole day planned. And I'm more of like the go with the flow kind of guy with loose plans. So that relationship didn't quite work out. Let's check out the comments here. Urban Nomad TV. I'm gonna watch your past videos. I live in a ProMaster 1500. Oh, that's rad. So it's gonna be, so the ProMaster 1500. For those of you who don't know, is the shorter wheelbase ProMaster. I think it's a 136 wheelbase. That's awesome. You can fit into a regular parking spot, no problems. You have the height as well, but I think it's 3 feet shorter than the what is it? Is it 159 or 144 wheelbase? I forget with the ProMaster, but yeah, it's gonna be 3 feet shorter. But driving it is gonna be much better. Front wheel drive as well, easy to park, easy turning radius, yada yada. So, are you full time Urban Nomad TV? Let me know in the comments. Evan Nguyen, I got some Woodford Reserve Kentucky bourbon whiskey. Attaboy. That's why you're my friend. That sounds amazing, dude. And honestly, I wanted to stop by. I know we haven't talked in a minute because you're doing your thing and I'm over here in Utah and stuff. But I wanted to drop by with a bottle of whiskey, so that may still happen. So check that out, Evan. Shouts out to you, man. I'm glad to hear that you're doing well. Uh, Let me see. Diet Shasta or an Amber Ale. I don't even know what this is. Keto's Brewing. I'm going to go with the Amber Ale. Shouts to you guys. So again, if you're just tuning in, this is not a little kid video. Again, we're going to be drinking. We're going to be cursing. Who knows? You might have to call your bail's bondsman. You might have to call your lawyer. If the Hennessy comes out, it might get a little crazy. So shouts out to everybody. Let me know if you guys are hanging out drinking. What are you guys drinking? In the comments, let me know. And it's not to get crazy. I'm parked. I'm chilling. I'm not gonna try and drive anywhere. I'm just trying to let loose and hang out with you guys a little bit. Have a little, that's the thing about my channel. From the start, I tried to be this is like a community channel, like old school YouTube. If you guys remember, like there was a section where you can do a response with a video response to someone else's video, and you go back and forth and stuff. They got rid of that format in YouTube. That's when I like YouTube, because you can connect with whoever you're watching and you get this back and forth and stuff. So from the jump, I wanted this channel to be a community. You can tell in the comments, I'm liking comments, I'm hearting comments, I'm responding. In between work, I'm reading comments, because I started this lifestyle not knowing anything. And if you know me in real life, I'm the type of guy that likes to research everything, make a informed decision before I purchase anything or jump into a lifestyle that I know nothing about. So, shouts out to you guys. This is what this channel is all about. It's a community. So thanks for joining the live, guys. Let's see. Urban Nomad TV. Yeah, full-time boondocking in Chicago, Arizona in the winters. Wow, that's awesome, dude. Boondocking in Chicago. Where are you? I've been to Chicago, but I haven't been to Chicago for any amount of any respectable time. I kind of just hung out for the day and drove through. But is there a lot of boondocking out there in Chicago? In Arizona, Utah, Colorado, in the west area, southwest states, boondocking galore. I mean, if you check out iOverlander app, I don't really use any of the other apps. I actually haven't even tried opening them, even though I downloaded them. But that app is great. I noticed recently, since it's gotten so fucking popular, this whole lifestyle and F in the system and doing your own thing kind of stuff. That there's a disclaimer now on the iOverlander app that says iOverlander cannot guarantee or whatever that this place is allowed to boondock and stuff like that. There's a disclaimer on there now, since it's so damn popular, which is kind of unfortunate, but c'est la vie. It is what it is, right? All right, it's Miz. Okay, I see you. It's Miz. You got a little martini up in there. How many olives you got in there? How many olives you got in your martini? It's Miz. Let me know. So back to my boy Evan. How's life? How's life, bud? I miss you, man. I wish we can maybe get back to playing volleyball. What's the deal, dude? We're not too old. When I was back in Southern California, I was playing once or twice a week for like a good amount of time. Let me know, dude. You fucking really good at volleyball, so I want to learn from you, dude. Arizona is van life heaven, Urban Nomad TV. Heck yeah, it is. In my Sienna last year, I did this Southwest state road trip. I had some friends in Colorado, so I planned this trip from California to Nevada, Vegas, into Utah, Moab. Moab is amazing for boondocking, and Arches National Forest is out there, and you can just go out and boondock wherever you want. I don't know why people pay rent. You could literally just get a minivan, a car, whatever it is, go out there and live for free, basically. Yeah, Arizona, Utah, Colorado is really great for boondocking as well. But back to my trip, I did Nevada, Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, Grand Canyon, Sedona, Flagstaff, and then went back. I wish I stayed a little bit longer in New Mexico, but honestly, when I was driving there, there was like nothing out there. I just drove and I was like, well, it wasn't really part of the itinerary of like stay there because I kind of had to meet a tight deadline. But People are telling me in the forums because I'm on all the van life forums and I read everything. When my spare time, I just like reading about the lifestyle and what people are doing. And they're saying, dude, Mexico or New Mexico, Santa Fe, and that area is pretty cool. You should check it out. So I may do that. The master plan here is to do this job here in Monticello, Utah, right? And then go into let me grab my phone. Grand Junction. There is a place here. I'll pull it up real quick. I actually just searched this, so give me a second. Uh Peonia in Colorado. Peonia River Park. I don't know if you guys can see that, but let me zoom out. And the Four Corners is pretty close. It's actually like a 5-hour drive. This is where my hunting guide gig is gonna be in June. So I'm gonna go down there, and it's like an interview. It's a 3-day interview where we go out on private land. There's also public land where they go hunting and stuff. And I'm a big fan of that. Not hunting for sport, but hunting to respect the animal and dress it down and have hundreds of pounds of meat in your freezer all year long for your family and friends. It's actually more, what's the right word? Ethical to do it that way as opposed to how you get meat in the supermarket as it is right now. It's very unethical that way. So don't get mad at me for wanting to be a hunting guide. Again, I don't have any experience, but with this person, Adriana, Andrea, that's her name. Maybe my future boss or mentor. She says she would love to train the right person. So that's going to be a 3-day gig. So once I go to right now Monticello, Utah, over to Grand Junction in Colorado, right where the Four Corners is, going down to Peoma, I think that's what it's called, Peonia, kind of a weird name, but it is a national forest, and that's going to be where the hunting guide job is. And then from there, I'm gonna because the interview is 3 days, and it's not the job starts in the winter time, September, October, November, winter time in Colorado. So I'm gonna need to get my cardio up. I'm gonna need to get my stamina up. I have a couple dumbbells here, but on my days off, I've been trying to hike the land here. What's cool about the place is the founder and the family that live on the property. They have a bunch of ATVs and quads and stuff. So they're like, yeah, feel free to take them out, even though I don't know how to drive them. I had to figure out this Kubota tractor, and I probably will have footage of this for you guys, but I didn't even know how to work it. I had to YouTube the instructions because I'm kind of, the man out here. I have to figure out how everything works kind of on my own, and then kind of text them back and forth because the founder right now is in Switzerland. Um, but the picture on this thumbnail that I uploaded is a picture of the domes here in Canyonland, Utah, which is where I'm working. I am the site manager, aka the camp host, whatever that means. I have a lot of hats that I wear. I have to not only greet guests sometimes, if someone gets locked out, I got to come down there and open it for them. I have to level roads, paint, maintenance. It's kind of a little bit of a jack of all trades kind of job. And I feel pretty fortunate and grateful that I got the job. Let's just check back in with the comments here real quick. Okay, Evan Nguyen. Let's see. No, hold on a second. Okay, it's Ms. LOL sadness. Water tonight, cold. Toasting you though. Salud, it's Ms. Come on now, let's get into it. Okay, Evan to win. Good, good. I might move to Vietnam for a while. Holy shit! What? 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 Okay, again, what? Okay, if you don't want to chat in here, we gotta talk, person to person. Cause what the hell, man? I want to know the 411. What is going on in Vietnam? I know you have family out there, but that's rad. That's the one place I haven't gotten to, but I would love to go. Ever in transit 42. I don't know what time it is in wherever you're at in the world. But good night, sir or ma'am or miss. Good night. Okay, it's Ms. Thinking about Horseshoe Bend, Arizona in May, just south of Utah border. Horseshoe Bend, yeah, that'd be amazing. That'd be great. Wait, let me go up in the comments here. No, okay, so it's Ms. from NorCal over to Horseshoe Bend. Yeah, it's very Instagram worthy. That whole area is gorgeous. I think right now you have to get a reservation to actually attend, since it's so crazy since COVID hit and this pandemic and all that. Everybody wants to get out. Everybody wants to do this van life, RV life, SUV life thing, go out and travel and whatnot. So shouts out to you. It's Miz. That sounds amazing. I actually haven't been there, but I want to because it seems like it's so busy. All right, let's check out the comments here. ProMaster 1500. That's awesome. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay. Thanks everybody for joining the live because my channel isn't like huge or anything. Um I don't even know, 8,000 subs or something like that, 9,000 maybe. So thanks for joining me on a Thursday. Shouts out to everybody. Hopefully this will be more of a common occurrence just to chit chat with you guys. Honestly, when I'm here after work, there's nobody to talk to. Nobody. I mean, in Utah, this little small town, there's nothing to do at night. Everybody just, I don't know what they do, work and then go home or sniff glue at home and do what they do. I don't know what they do, but there's really not much to do. So I decided to jump on. I wish, next time I may do a live in the domes because it's just so gorgeous in there. It's really, really pretty. So let's see here. Evan Nguyen, are you still in the chat? Let me know what's going on with Vietnam, man. That's crazy. Let me know. Okay, let's see. It's Ms. Are you allowed to video your workday? Yeah, absolutely. There's no micromanagement here at all. And I already have filmed a bunch of stuff. It's kind of tough being, I guess, quote unquote, a content creator. How to like structure a story and all that. But I've gotten a bunch of footage of me working and kind of my thoughts of this whole experience of a seasonal job, work like a camp host job, where hopefully if this works out, this will be a seasonal job, and my hunting guide job, if that works out, then I can also do that. So I can be, um, I won't say bi-coastal or anything, but I have like this sort of, okay, I work over here during the winter, and then in the summertime I come back to SoCal, enjoy the summer, work remote and stuff like that. And just to clue you guys in, what I do normally for working remote, since it's such a popular question, how people want to know how to sustain this lifestyle, is I work remote and I tutor kids, and most of them are ADHD, semi depressed, high anxiety kind of thing. And it's very, very interesting working with these kids. And I call them kids, they're adults, they're in college and all that. But it's interesting how their psyche works and how their relationship is with their parents and if they have siblings and stuff. But I'm kind of like that third party that jumps in, Sometimes the kids can't talk with the parents and vice versa. So I'm the one in the middle, like the bridge to bridge that gap. So it's been very, very interesting to have this relationship with all these kids online. I used to go into their homes every day and tutor their kids, and it's not because I'm like super smart or I know physics or chemistry. And despite being Asian, I fucking suck at math. I don't know anything about math, calculus, physics, all this weird shit. I don't know anything about it. It's not because I'm particularly smart. I think it's because I build these relationships with these kids, and most of my kids from this job is actually because I used to be a volleyball coach and built a relationship with these kids and their parents. I mean, we're always texting back and forth with updates and stuff like that. That kind of transition, especially during COVID, that transition to being an online life coach, tutor, mentor. I check in with them all the time. I text all of my kids every day and their parents just to check in to see how they're doing and stuff, make sure their morale is up, they're not suicidal, things like that. And it's been very interesting, and it's very rewarding, not only lucrative but very rewarding. So that goes back to what I was saying, that everybody has a skill or a value they can provide to somebody, even though you think you don't. Trust me, you do. You do. And I'm not saying I'm actually a good volleyball player. I just understand the game, and I can watch the client, student, whatever it is, and see what they're doing wrong and make that little tweak to save them hundreds of hours of practice. Say, okay, your palm is not angled, it's too weak. You're doing this flappy fish hand. I get it. So I'm not actually really great at anything. I'm just good at a lot of stuff. All right, let's get back into the comments. Okay, it's Miz. A day in the life would be fun for a video. Yeah, I agree. These type of videos I actually like to produce and make more than like say a product review or a van tour video. But with YouTube, I actually posed the question for everybody, my subscribers, like, what do you guys want to see more of this channel? Because I'm really trying to step up my game here. So if you like and comment, subscribe, comment, blah blah blah, all that good stuff, it really helps out the channel. So everybody in the chat now, I really really appreciate you guys. But a day in a life video doesn't get any views. I may get 1,000, maybe 5,000 views, and then a tour video gets 100,000 views. So kind of stuck in a weird place. I would prefer to make day in the life videos. Maybe I'm just not that interesting. Maybe I just gotta up my game. So, but thanks. It's Miz. I want to do one of these videos. Let me know if you have any suggestions. Okay, Evan Nguyen. I'm trying to start a business there. Interesting. That is awesome, man. Especially how strong the dollar is compared to the Vietnamese currency. That is awesome. Let me know if you need something that I can help out with. I am a jack of many trades, master of none. Oh, wow. We're pushing an hour and 14 minutes. It's been fun. Let me pound this beer here. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, so anybody that's just tuning in, a little life update. I am working in Utah right now as a seasonal worker, a camp host, site manager, whatever you call it. It is great money depending on, actually, it's just great money no matter where you live. It is a lot of responsibility. I have to coordinate with about 10 to 15 different workers and family members that live on the land. So that's really interesting. Kind of helps me delegate different tasks to different people on here and to maintain relationships. And honestly, everybody is so damn nice. I think kind of goes back to whatever you give out, whatever you give people is what you get back, the whole value thing. And if anybody out there is inspired to make YouTube videos and start a channel or whatever, I say, why not? Why not? Get out of your shell, do something that's uncomfortable, being in front of a freaking webcam, or filming yourself talking in public, like literally, like with a camera like this, filming yourself talking with a bunch of people around is a little nerve-wracking, but fuck it. It's your life. Who cares what people say and how they react? It's not none of your business to really um it's none of your business how other people respond or react to you. You just go on living your life, do your thing. And honestly, it sounds cliche and everything, but some of my best life decisions came immediately after I said these two words. These two words. Anybody guess what those two words are? Okay, you know what? Why not? It's a Thursday night, and who knows? I may or may not clock into work tomorrow. I mean, come on. I think this is beer number 4, 3, 5. Whoever's keeping count, I don't. But yeah, cheers everybody out there. Hope you guys are doing well out there in the ether, wherever you guys are from. Virginia, LA, Georgia. I know we got some people in India as well. Shout out to all my Indian followers and people in the comments. That's fucking awesome. Where else people are? Central California, Australia. I don't know what time it is over there right now, but that's fucking awesome. Let's see. Shouts out to all you guys out there. Let's have a little sip here. We're all adults, no judgment. Let's go. Okay, let's get back into the comments here. Let's see. It's Miz. A list of do's or don'ts in your build would get views. Yeah, that's great. Or what you've learned. That's a good one. That's a good one. Shout out to you, it's Miz. Thank you, dude. Or ma'am. I don't know. I can't really. Well, sorry, I don't know. Perfectly lonely. Thanks for this information. Honest. My home base is in St. George. Beautiful here. In the summer, I drive north. Yeah, a lot of people are wondering because I'm always in the forums, the comments and stuff. If it gets too hot, just drive north. You're on wheels. I know gas is crazy right now. Let me close this door. It's getting cold. And I'm gonna turn on my diesel heater. So you guys can't really see it. Let me just. It's actually in this drawer right here. So I just pop it out. This is the control panel. Right now, inside the van is 19 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. You guys do the math. I'm going to turn it on. All right. And what do I have it set at? Let's go ahead and set it at 20 degrees Celsius. All right. So in about a minute, it's going to heat up. And this is how I've been living out here in Utah. Inside the van, in my underwear, basically, because I don't like to sleep with any clothes on. I don't even actually like clothes at all because I feel like something is on me. I don't like that feeling. So ideally, I actually sleep in the nude. Let's see here. I know this live stream is all over the place, but I'm glad that everybody's checking in. I wanted to check in with you guys. So I actually am working on a comprehensive video. And oh man, when I edit it, you guys can see my timeline. It's like probably over 100 or 200 cuts and things like that. So I'm working on it now. It's going to be kind of working on the title. I'm not even sure what it's going to be called, but maybe living in my van to save money, how I did it, a comprehensive guide. And already it's starting to look like a 20, maybe even the 30-minute video. And I hope it's going to be at least, if not entertaining, informative, persuasive, whatever it is. I hope that I'm getting that information to you guys. So with that being said, guys, I've been going for too long now. I hope that this is going to be a regular occurrence, that we can kind of do a live stream with you guys and kind of connect wherever you guys are at in the world. That's what's so cool about this whole social media, YouTube kind of thing, is that I get to connect with so many people outside of my own little bubble. People from all over the world I've communicated with on YouTube, on my email, altlife, alt.life2x at gmail is my contact, or on Instagram, Dave_OTG. And I've communicated with so many new people, which is what's so cool about YouTube and all that. So with that being said, guys, I think I'm gonna. Oh man, this is like a full beer, but I think I'm gonna pound it for you guys. Anybody else enjoying a drink? Let's go bottoms up and wrap this guy up. Ah. Thanks, guys. Shout out to you guys. First live stream. Um, it's pretty late, and let's end it there. Take care, everybody, and stay weird.